The nice thing about this theme song is since it's the final season, we only have to cover 2 locations. All right, who here has followed the story so far today? You have? Yeah. You have? Well, you might recall from 10 o'clock to 12 o'clock, we covered season 1. From 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock, we covered seasons 2 through 4. And we're skipping a few beats, because the day's almost over, and I don't want you to miss the disappointing climax. So, here we are. The stage is set, the White Runners are coming, and Winterfell is not ready. We have recently found out that Jon is actually Aegon Targaryen. Now keep this in mind because it won't bear any relevance on the rest of the plot. So here we are. All these pieces are lined up. You've been waiting all day for the largest, craziest, most amazing battle you've ever seen on stage. Are you ready?
Aye!
Cover your eyes. That's it.
Brilliant.
All right. You can't see much, but you know, it was incredible, I promise. If you could have seen it, it would have blown your mind. So here we are. It's after the battle. Everyone's minds are blown. No one is left in the dark. And here we are. We're still at Winterfell. The White Walkers, by the way, over. That plotline's gone. Sorry if you were looking forward to a more satisfying conclusion, but I don't have time to write that because I'm writing a new trilogy, so here we are. So, the White Walkers are done with, but what do we have to worry about now? Cersei, you'd think so, but no! No, indeed, the protagonist, who you've been following all along, Daenerys Targaryen, is evil! Isn't that a great twist? Aren't you so glad you followed me through this whole day? Really, truly, I don't know how I came up with a twist so god-dang brilliant. So, here we are, we're at the gates, and here we have Daenerys with her army. Here she is. She's looking Cersei in the mouth. Now, if you've followed Cersei's plot this season, it's basically this. And that's it. Don't worry about it. So here we are. Oh! Oh! They hear the bells of surrender coming. But what does she do? She attacks anyway. Even though 8 seasons of character development would tell us otherwise. This is what is happening. I'm sorry if you don't like it. It's your fault for following me all day. So she goes throughout all of the Landing of Kings, torching all the people who used to love her. Really kind of metaphorical if you think about it. Torching everything you loved in the last few minutes. Here we go. And there we go. She's torched everything. And what's going on with Jaime? Oh, guess what? He came back because he's still in love with Cersei. Doesn't that make you glad you watched 8 seasons of character development? Doesn't that just make sense? So Jaime and Cersei are together under King's Landing. They've run. It's 2 of the most important characters of the show. And they're gone. And so here we are. The battle's over. Jaime and Cersei are dead. And Tyrion Lannister picks up a rock and finds the dead face of his brother. Now you might think that this would be a very dramatic... Moving on! We don't have time for fun and games because here comes... Daddy! It's amazing shot, so cool, people will reference it and claim it justifies the entire ending, but it doesn't. So here we are. It seems like everything's won. It seems like all the loose ends have been tied up, even though not a single loose end has been tied up. And it's her. It's Danny and John, who I realize I've completely forgotten about over the course of this whole day. Surprise, surprise, he's not that interesting, but John is a member of the Night's Watch, and he is now another... Oh no, I did mention him. He is Aegon Targaryen. Keep that in mind, because it's useless. They're about to love each other. Cover your ears if you don't want spoilers, but, you know, I wrote it, so here we are. We're getting saucy. It's time for sexy time with John and Danny. But what is this? Oh! He stabs her. She falls to the ground. It is the most cinematically disappointing death anyone has ever seen. If you're looking for any sort of satisfying character end, I am so sorry. You might get it with the Night Woman. Great. And so... Proper salute, this cup in the air! I did mention that this show is a lot more fun if you're drunk.
Oh my God!
That was weird. Those are the main fans of this ending. So here we go. She's dead. She's on the ground. The dragon carries her off to who knows where. New possibilities, new spin-offs. If people like it, we might just make more. Do you want more? Why? Anyways, they are jailed. Jon has a beard now, Tyrion has a longer beard now, and they're wondering if they've made the right choice. There is a summit in the middle of that giant Colosseum, if you remember, with the dragons, back when the show was interesting. It was amazing. It was spectacular. And now we are deciding who is the next ruler of Easteros. Is it Sam? Is it the one we've loved, who is the true voice of morality in this unmoral world? No. Is it Jon, who would almost be satisfying? It wouldn't be great, but it would be fine. No. Is it Tyrion? After all this, you'd think someone with clever wit, someone who has seen the rule of monarchs, who could understand where they are coming from. But no, it's not him. Who is it? Who is it? Wheelie, wheelie, legs, no feeling. Aye, that is exactly who ends up on the throne. Aren't you glad? Aren't you glad you followed me through this whole day? You ne'er got to see him use his powers. You ne'er got to see his existence justified. You ne'er even understand why he connects to the White Walkers. Sorry, I don't know why I'm getting so angry about my own writing. No, he ends up on the throne because my justification is that he's seen all the other kings and queens rule, so therefore he is the right one to rule, even though he is cold, even though he is emotionless, and even though it is implied in the last episode that he can never sire an heir. Because what it comes down to is a joke about democracy.
Treason!
Exactly. Democracy is a joke. So there we are. And so how do we end our fabulous show? How do we end all these characters that we followed so long? How do we end this weaving narrative of the Game of the Thrones? Da, 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 da.